Hi, I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. Death and taxes. Those are our two absolutes in life, aren't they? So, how do we deal with death when it comes to tarot? You're thinking to yourself, what the hell has death got to do with tarot? I'm about to tell you. Hi, welcome back. Okay, death and tarot. I always tend to lump these two things together. Whenever I think about tarot, immediately the death card springs to mind. And I know that's a terrible thing to say because it's not a very bad card, but it's just one of those things. I think it's because we are so exposed to that one card. Today's video is not about the death card, so don't worry, don't tune out. Today's video is about tarot and death. Now, I'm sure many of you get asked questions about death during readings. Is my loved one going to die? When am I going to die? How am I going to die? I don't touch on those things with clients. For me, I'm in two minds about this, and please, I would love your comments below, especially if you've had experience with this, actual reading experience with this. I am in two minds. On the one hand, I do not believe that tarot can tell you when you're going to die or where you're going to die. I don't believe that is how tarot works, okay? Anyone who has watched any of my videos will know that I believe that 99% or 98% of a tarot reading is psychological. I don't feel that the tarot cards can predict death, okay? And unfortunately, it's one of those questions that many people ask. You know, they are interested. They want that knowledge that, oh, you know what, I've got 6 months to live or whatever. I don't know why people want that. I certainly don't want to know when or how I'm going to die for many different reasons. But I don't believe that a tarot deck can tell you, or tarot reading can tell you when you're going to die. I do, however, on the other hand, I do believe that the tarot can foreshadow things and can guide you to look at situations in your life which are perhaps fundamentally dangerous or could lead to harm, physical harm. Okay, so on the one hand, no, tarot can't. A tarot reading can't tell you exactly when you're going to die. But on the other hand, a tarot reading can tell you what to look out for. And if there are certain things that the tarot warns you about and you go and do them anyway, or you follow the exact opposite path, your chances of dying or of being severely injured or of encountering that kind of death, injury, nastiness is far more. So just as the tarot would be a guide to, yes, you should go to university, so the tarot could be a guide to know you should not go and walk across that bridge in wherever, you know, the glass bridge in China or Japan or wherever it is, because that bridge might fall, or I see a catastrophe happening. You go and walk the bridge falls, you die. That I do believe that the tarot can do. Tarot can foreshadow. Now, how do you explain this to clients? How do you say to clients, look, this is what the tarot can do? First of all, you need to make your client aware that tarot is not finite. It's not the be-all and end-all. It's not set in stone. So I think that is very important. Before you even do a reading for a client, you need to say to them, okay, this is what you want. You've come to me, you want to know if the cancer that you have is going to kill you. I cannot tell you that. The cards cannot tell you for definite, yes, you are going to die. Okay. Please, people, this is mine. This is what I would do. That is very important. I believe that you should tell your clients that it's not set in stone. Okay. What you can say to the client is, although it's not set in stone, the tarot cards are not going to tell you exactly, because that's what you want to know, tarot can't tell you that, but it can give you an indication of how ill you're going to become. If you don't see the doctor, then perhaps you will die. If you leave this cancer for too long, yes, perhaps you will die. You will get extremely close to death. You will get very sick, whatever. That is what the tarot can do. So I think it's very important that you express this to your clients. Make them see that the tarot is not going to tell them when they're going to die, but it can give them an indication of what they should do not to put themselves in danger. So be very upfront with clients. The other thing is, don't be afraid to talk about death relating to the tarot. And I'm not talking about the death card. Please, people, the death card, this video is not about the death card. I've done a video about that. Nobody watched it. It's my worst video ever. Go and watch it. I need the clicks. Okay. Okay. I'm saying talk to your clients about death if that is what is coming through here, or if that is what the energy you're getting from the client, if that is what they are worried about. Know your cards, know your reading, look in the reading to see if there's any cloudiness, anything that would relate to this, and look at your client, understand what your client is asking you, understand what your client is not asking you about death, okay? And I want to say compassionate, but sometimes if we are compassionate, we are not honest. I'm not saying go through there and talk to them like you would be like you're a bulldozer. But what I am saying is be open and honest and clear in whatever you are discussing. Do not be afraid of talking about death. Okay? It is a part of life. It's a part of what is... I say that death is our constant companion. And that is true. From cradle to the grave, we have death as a constant companion. He is always right here. Okay? Constantly whispering in your ear. You know, yes, eat that last donut. Don't worry about the diabetes. It's fine. I've got your back. Okay? Yeah. All right. So don't be afraid to talk to your clients about death if this is what they want to talk about. So often, people come to me as a tarot reader so that we can talk. They have no one else to talk about these things. And they do talk about death, and they do talk about things that really, really deeply disturb them. First of all, I'm a stranger, so they can perhaps talk to me. They feel more open. They feel that there will be less judgment, and if there is judgment, it's fine because they'll never see me again. And secondly, they believe that I am more intuitive and more in tune with what's going on around me, which as a tarot reader we should all be. So don't be afraid of shaking up this whole death thing with clients if they come to you with this in mind. Don't shy away from talking about death in a reading. Don't shy away from consoling and honestly appraising clients, okay, of the do's and the don'ts, the cans and the can'ts of tarot and death. And I think the most important thing, if you can walk away from this video with one thing, that is to listen. That's all that person wants you to do. Listen to them. They don't want advice. They want you to lend an ear. Okay? All right, a bit of a hodgepodge of ideas there. Strange subject to chat about, but I think we all need to talk about death. Don't be afraid of it. It's there. Okay? I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.